Why do people want what they want? I find this one of the most interesting topics there is. Why do people want what they want? Because this question is a good indicator to go to the very core of sickness. Because whatever a human being wants is a sort of destination, and this destination will fulfill a desire. But what is this desire? I was having this talk with a friend almost like a year ago, and he said something like, you cannot generalize this because everybody wants something different. But that's on a relative level, of course, but on an absolute level, you can, of course, you can strive for money. Another one is striving for drugs. Another one is striving for meeting women, or just casually having a lot of hookers. Another one could strive for a lot of food. But there is something they all have in common. They want to feel accepted. They want to have this sense of relief, a big release. What everybody wants is love. So the guy that is smoking cigarettes, he's associating, and I was a smoker, so I know what I'm talking about. He's associating this sensation with relief. It's just a minute for you to just be without effort, which is essentially the feeling of love, of allowing. When you see a guy or whatever, a human being overeating, he's having an ice cream in his hand, it's not just that he wants to overeat. He wants that feeling of, pleasure. He associates that with love. So what every human being wants is the same thing. It's love. It's this feeling of relief, acceptance. It's the question, why do human beings want what they want? It's because they all want one thing, it's love. And if they do not have it already, they are looking for it in the outside world. Therefore, they are manifesting from an energy that says, I don't have love. And therefore, they will create something that replicates this vibration, which is of, I don't have love. So they create a lot of ego, a lot of stress, a lot of discomfort for themselves and for other people. You can read this energy. But if you have love inside, because you found out that you cannot get it from somewhere out there, you already have it within. You are in the vibration of, I already have it. So you're not in this vibration of want, but you're in the vibration of creation out of love. Because you have a choice. If you would go to some random, if you imagine a guru walking in a park and he sees like an obese person, and he's asking the obese person, give me the ice cream and I'll fulfill your desire. The obese person gives him the ice cream, and the guru will just snap with his finger, and this desire in his heart of the obese person is fulfilled. Therefore, he's smiling all the time. He's not in ecstasy, of course, but he's very content all the time. Very present. He's feeling this inner spring of love. And out of this inner contentment, he just witnesses how his ego doesn't give him all this desire for this craving for ice cream anymore. So he naturally loses weight, not because of willpower, but out of love, because it's already fulfilled. He doesn't need any more food. That's how I overcame smoking cigarettes. That's how I overcame any bad habit I ever did. A lot of people are very addicted to self-improvement because they think one day they will be good enough. Then they will finally have this feeling of acceptance. When I have a six-pack, I finally hope that I will feel this acceptance and therefore love. Maybe finally people will accept me for having a good-looking body. And I went through that as well. And it didn't work, of course, because the whole world could have accepted me now because I had a six-pack, but I didn't accept me because I was still identified with a person. So what do you need? If you really want to fulfill that inner desire, it's like Jesus when he was talking with that lady. I don't know at which passage it was, I cannot rephrase it exactly, but there was this moment where Jesus was talking with a lady and he told her, you can drink from this water and you will be thirsty again, but drink from my water and you will never be thirsty again. And it's exactly what he was talking about. It's this inner fullness, and it fulfills you, and you do not have any more desires. But because desires are very painful to have them, you can still have wants. I want to do this, but it's not that you have to do it. It's your life is not attached to this fulfillment. Your happiness is not attached to an outcome. That's the worst you can do. That's the definition of samsara. So, if you are fulfilled within, because you realize who you are, all the manifestations you need will come from this position of fulfillment, of abundance. And if you're not ready for it, it's also okay. It's not a you must disidentify with your wrong self, with your false self. It's not a must do. It's just a question. Are you ready or not? If you are here, it certainly means you are probably ready. Now, some people think that they are now on a path, but it's a pathless path. It's not really a path. It's just a realization that goes now or never. And I know to the ego it may sound hard. The ego says, when will I be finally enlightened? But it's really a now or never. Just witness all of the content that is going on in your awareness right now. And close your eyes and just witness all the content if you're in your awareness. And just with one strike, you say empty. You can try it right now if you're listening. It's not that hard. Close your eyes and not verbally, but internally say empty. Everything, empty everything. Now just look, what's left? What's left in this emptiness? Now the ego might say, I can still feel the sensation of my body, but ignore that. What's also there? You'll find yourself, the unconditioned self. Maybe you have a glimpse of it and it feels peaceful, but sooner or later you will find out that this is you. So you are no longer tasting peace, you are peace. And it happens in self-inquiry, in meditation, basically just emptying yourself of what you are not. And if you are empty, you'll find out who you really are, and you'll find out, well, if this is really me, the empty self, then I don't have desires. I'm still willing to create love in this world. But you do no longer participate in negative stuff. It's easy to read energy from people. You do no longer judge people, but you have a good discernment because you know who you are. You're no longer in the animal consciousness. You are in the God consciousness, because what I have always said since I was young, I always thought of human beings that they are a mixture of animal and God. And it's just a matter of time until their consciousness is evolved enough to just realize the vastness of the true self. So, this whole game of people wanting what they want is just about finding out that if they fulfill their desire, it will not fulfill them. If the desire is not fulfilled, it will still not fulfill them. So whatever you do, you will not be happy, you will still feel like a mortal, you will not feel content, peaceful, and even if you have a lot of money and a good family and everything, but you still do not know who you are, you're constantly stressing out, because maybe everything you have gained will crash down one day. You don't know if it happens, but usually people are afraid of this. So they cannot let go, they have to hold on, which is why they are suffering. So let go, empty yourself, and just see who you really are. This does not need psychology. It doesn't even require you to have a very good health. You can eat junk food all day and find out who you are. Because the unmanifested doesn't require the manifested, its own creation, to do something for it to become realer than it already is. Some people are giving advice to their viewers, like, you have to eat healthy to meditate better. No. The thing that meditation is about is the unmanifested witness, and it's already here right now. And it God does not require its creation to do something so that God can become God. No, God is eternal, and it's here right now. You just have to let go of who you are not by just emptying yourself. Only an ego could ask why. Well, I tell you, you will be more content. Stress will automatically leave your body. And the number one cause for sickness is stress. So you cannot be stressed if you are content within, and you cannot be stressed if you really know who you are, because the bigger half of you isn't even manifested. So how could it worry about being mortal? Automatically you come from a place of, I am full, I am abundant. People will feel attracted to you. because they feel that you have found something that they want. Since birth, they are looking for it unconsciously or consciously, and they see in your eyes that you have it. Which is an opportunity for you to actually help them. What also happens is, from this inner spring of fulfillment, you can only manifest things that represent your fulfillment. This is a true position of success. You cannot make it or create it, nor can it be destroyed. It's essentially who you are. You don't have to make a lot of effort to be in this vibration of love and unity or unified consciousness, Christ consciousness, enlightenment. You don't have to bring in any effort to become that, because you're already that. All you have to do is to let go of what you are not. And you will float up. Naturally, as if you're underwater. That's all I wanted to say for this video. If you enjoyed what you've heard, please give it a like, subscribe, and comment under this video, not only for me, but also so that YouTube is spreading this video out to other people who might want to hear this message. I'd appreciate it.